Hi everyone, this is Jill and this is for Module 4 of the online programme for how to write children's books. We've been looking today at how to target your books according to the audience, the age of the audience specifically, and all the many considerations that go into what makes up a book for that particular age range. So this is another assignment for you. Now, honestly, you can do this all in one go, or you can take your time over it, and it's just really something that I want you to become aware of so that you do this all the time automatically. And your assignment is this. You need to go to a bookstore or a library, or if they're well stocked and extensive enough, you can go to your own bookshelves. And I know that might work for some of you who are avidly into your children's books. And I want you to pull out that table of what goes into each age range. So 0 to 5, less than 1,000 words, heavily illustrated, etc., etc., up to YA, 50k to 80,000 words, no illustrations, and so on. And imagine that it's blank. And what I'd like you to do is pick out a title from the bookshelves that fits into each of those categories. And once you've done that, just analyse why it is that you've put it there. So you want a title of a book for 5 to 7-year-olds, a popular book for 7 to 9-year-olds. You can even, if you like, go speak to the bookseller or the librarian and ask them what sells well, what buyers like to pick up, what readers like to pick up, which is the most important thing, obviously. And so find for each category what is a good choice in that particular sector. And then just have a think about what are those various considerations for that sector. So are you in the right kind of word count? Does it have illustrations? Is it about the kind of subject matter that we've talked about? And what this is doing is educating you, if you like, to always be aware of those categories, of those considerations. So if you can do that for each of those categories now, that's great, and make up your own table. And then you might like to start adding to that table as you go along. What it will also do is enable you to start up a conversation with booksellers, librarians, people who are perhaps working in schools. Particularly school librarians are very, very helpful on this matter. And you can start to then get a feel for the kind of book, the age of book that you want to be writing, and therefore what you're going to need to do to target it appropriately. So this, on the one hand, is a one-off assignment. On the other, it's an ongoing education that I hope you'll start to do automatically now. When you pick up a book, a children's book, you'll start to think, well, I can see already that's quite heavily illustrated, and I can guess, because I've counted so many words in books, that it's about 15,000 words, and I could imagine, because of the title, that it's going to be for boys, although girls might like to read it too, just so that you're starting to get that kind of analysis going on. And then once you've done all that, you can return to your PDF and get on with the actual assignment, which is to write me a story and send it off to me. Because don't forget, next week we're going to get together and start to discuss some of the issues that you've been coming up with and think about some more of the questions that you might want answered. And I'll also be giving you feedback individually on your own piece of work. So good luck with both assignments and really enjoy them. It starts to get very real from this point on.